What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here and you're seeing my content for the first time and you get to the end of this video and you like what you see, please consider subscribing. It helps this channel tremendously. And if you're a returning viewer or this isn't your first video, I just want to take a quick second to say thank you, and I appreciate you so much for constantly checking out my content and letting me know that you vibe with the videos I'm making. It really makes doing this stuff fun, knowing that other people like the content I'm putting out and the information I'm putting out for this platform and this community. So thank you guys. But anyways, I figured for today's video it'd be a cool idea to go over my top 5 favorite mods that I have installed on my F10 currently. No particular order. These are just my favorite things that I've done so far. If you're a returning viewer and you've watched a few of my videos, you know that most of my videos are me installing parts. So at this point I've put a ton of things on the car, but there's definitely a few that stick out more than the others, and so I figured it'd be cool to kind of go over that list to give you some ideas and show you the reasons why I like what I have. Maybe you can consider doing the same thing with yours. So anyways, let's hop into the first one. Alright, so number 5 on the list, starting us off, would definitely be my M Sport body kit that I have installed, which includes the front and rear bumpers and the side skirts. When I bought this car, it's just the base model. It wasn't the M Sport package, and if you're unfortunate enough to have owned one of these cars without the M Sport body kit, you know that it's a completely different look on this platform. The base model bumpers for these cars are they're so, I don't even know how to describe it. The M Sport ones are so much more sporty looking and give the car such an aggressive look compared to the base model front and rear bumpers that honestly that is what changed the look of the car completely. Of all of the mods that I've done for my car so far, the M Sport body kit by far has changed the look of this car the most drastically, and I'm really stoked that I was able to get a good deal on them. I picked my body kit up from a local parts dismantler and I got a really good deal on them. Deals are definitely out there. You could find them if you look hard enough or you're patient. So definitely be on the hunt if you're trying to go that route. Definitely just browse your classifieds or whatever. But anyways, this kit is really awesome. You should definitely consider doing it if you don't have it yet. The rear bumper is cool because it gives you the option to put diffusers, aftermarket diffusers on, and do a different exhaust setup, and the front is just so much more aggressive looking. So definitely one of my favorite mods I've done so far. Alright, moving on to number 4. That would be the front lip that I have installed on the M Sport front bumper. So that front lip I actually picked up from eBay for, I want to say maybe less than 150 bucks, maybe even less than 100 bucks, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But that front lip changed, or not changed, but just completed the look that I was going for the front end of the F10. The M Sport bumper on its own looks really good, but just bumpers by themselves, there's always something missing down there, in my opinion, at least for BMWs. A lot of my BMWs that I've owned in the past, I've always planned on buying a cool front lip to kind of close out that look, but for some reason or another I just never got around to doing it. So when I picked up the F10, I've known from the beginning that I wanted to buy a part like that, and so finally buying this one, and the fact that it's an eBay part and it fits the way it does and it installed the way it did, as easy as it did, it was just the perfect purchase in my opinion, and definitely that's why it's on this list as one of my favorite mods, because it just completed the look that I was going for the front end of this F10, and I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. Alright, so moving right along to number 3 would be my cinnamon colored extended leather interior set. So similar to the M Sport body kit, I actually picked the entire cinnamon colored interior set up from the same BMW parts dismantler that I picked up the M Sport body kit from. And similar to that, I actually got the entire interior set, which included front and rear seats, the armrest, and the entire dashboard for a steal as well. The reason it's on this list is because I come from a long line of old 90s BMWs, and not all of them were the most taken care of. They always had simple black interiors, which is nice, but But they were never like well taken care of, and some of them were like dirty, like worn tan interiors. And so moving on to this car, which originally had a black interior, but having now swapped in all these cinnamon pieces, the car just feels so premium and high quality compared to everything I've owned in the past. And it's just a feeling I haven't got out of one of my BMWs before. And so that's why it's one of my favorite mods that I've done so far. I'm not completely done. I only have everything from the seats or the front seats forward, meaning the front seats and the dash. I don't have the armrest installed because I have an Alcantara armrest, and the rear seats I can't install because I didn't realize there was two different kinds when I bought the car, or when I bought the parts. Mine fold, the ones that I bought don't fold, so I need to like work that out. But eventually I plan on finishing the set. But so far, I mean, I've done a few videos like showing the dash and showing the front seats and stuff, and it just looks so good in there. And like I said, it's a feeling that I haven't really had in another BMW, so that's why it's on the list. All right, moving on to number 2 would be my ECS tuning coilover set. So I've now made 2 videos about these coilovers. One was me installing them and kind of talking about that process, and another one was a whole 20-minute video of me driving, talking about my opinion on the coilovers. And these coilovers, in my opinion, and this is what I said in that video, is probably the best bang for buck, like entry level coilover you could buy for this car. I picked mine up during ECS Tuning's Black Friday sale, so I actually picked mine up brand new with adjustable sway bar end links for less than $500. I think the whole entire kit normally goes for about $900, $950 before taxes. And so, I mean, it's still like entry level, you know, but I got mine for even cheaper than that. And these coilovers are really cool because they come with 3-way adjustability. You can adjust the dampening on all 4 corners. You can adjust the preload. There's a preload spring, and you can adjust obviously the height, right? And so for what I paid and for the quality I've gotten out of these coilovers, in my opinion, they're just one of the best bang for buck entry level coilovers that you can buy. Obviously, you could buy much more expensive premium coilovers that would, you know, blow these coilovers out of the water in every category, but I'm talking strictly my favorite mods that I've done on my car, and given the quality of these for what I paid, it literally blew my expectations out of the water. They're so good. They ride really well the way I have them set up, and so far, like, no complaints. Like, I couldn't recommend these more, so that's why these are number 2 on the list. All right, last but not least, we have my favorite mod, and that would be my valved mufflers that I installed with the quad tips. So the reason this is my favorite mod is because, I don't know about you, but as a car enthusiast, I think the whole point of like buying and modding and fixing up cars is so that way you enjoy like the driving experience. I think building these cars is kind of pointless. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe you build it to go to shows and it looks good in pictures or whatever. Maybe you build it to be really fast, but like for me, it's just how I feel when I drive it, and being able to hear the car now changed the whole driving experience for me. Before, even though the car looked cool and I did a lot of the exterior like cosmetic mods before doing this, it was fun driving the car and it like zipped around a little bit or whatever. But now that I'm able to hear the car and I have control of making it loud or quiet like whenever I want, it changed the feel completely. Combine that with the fact that my car is a 6-speed, which is a little more rare for these cars, it really changed like how it makes me feel, and it really changed the driving experience for me. And I'll put in a little clip right here of like a cold start where I open and close the valve so you get an idea. But these mufflers were also purchased from eBay. I got them for, I think, like 350 bucks. It was a pretty good deal. And then I paid, I don't even remember, like 300 bucks to have them both installed. And I just couldn't be happier with how it came together. It sounds really good. When the valves are open, it's basically straight piped, and when the valves are closed, it's like marginally louder than stock, so I don't have to worry about like waking up neighbors or anything. And this is also the first time I've had valved mufflers on a car, so being able to control and have two different sounds out of my car, like whenever I want, like that's a huge win, and a huge reason why it's my favorite mod that I've installed on the car so far. Alright guys, so that wraps it up. Those are my 5 favorite mods that I have installed on my car so far. I'm sure that list will change in the future as I continue modding this car and adding things to it, but for now, those are my 5 favorite. Let me know if any of those are your favorite. Let me know what your favorite mods that I've done on my car, or mods that you've done on your car. I did order parts. I know in the last video I kind of mentioned how I'm like in between parts. I did order some parts, and I do plan on having those soon, so hopefully in the next couple videos I'll have some like install type videos and like new parts and whatnot. But in the meantime, as usual, if you made it this far, I appreciate you checking it out. And again, if you're new here and you made it all the way to the end, please consider subscribing. It means the world, and it really helps me like want to continue making these videos, knowing that I'm building this community up for you guys. But yeah, man, that wraps it up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.